Meghalaya joined the rest of the country in celebrating the 75th Independence Day today at Shillong and other district headquarters with patriotic fervour. The main function was held in Shillong, where Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma unfurled the tricolour at the second ground polo and took the salute of three marching contingents: the Border Security Force, the Central Reserved Police Force and the Special Force 10 of Meghalaya Police, including the brass band from the Border Wing of the Home Guards. The Chief Minister extended his gratitude to the frontline workers of the state in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. Talking about the development works the state government has taken up so far, the Chief Minister said that various initiatives have been taken up to improve the health facilities in the state. A comprehensive program for infrastructure upgradation of all 659 health facilities is also undertaken. He further said that education forms the core of human development and the state government has taken a range of steps to address the issue of infrastructure. Construction works of 39 Ekalavya model residential schools have also been initiated. Mentioning about other programs including the Jal Jeevan Mission, the Chief Minister said that the state government aims to provide functional tap connections to 5.9 lakh households by the end of 2022.
Of parade at the celebration, the result of untiring efforts put in these past few days.
The Chief Minister presented awards on distinguished services to selected personnel and citizens, which include President's Police Medal for Meritorious Service and other awards. The Chief Minister also released a book and a freedom song compiled and composed by various artists in collaboration with the Art and Culture Department Government of Meghalaya.
Today, we remember and pay homage to our freedom fighters and founding leaders of the world's greatest democracy. Mahatma Gandhi, who taught us the lessons of truth and non-violence. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who united this country. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, who gave us our constitution. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who raised the first Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj. Jawaharlal Nehru, for his vision of a new industrialized India, and many known and unknown names. We also salute the sacrifices of the patriots from Meghalaya, like Uchirot Singh, Ukyang Nangba, Patogan Sangma, for their courage and commitment towards freedom. These three heroes are being honored through various programs as part of the India at 75 celebrations. 74 years ago, On this day, we declared our independence from a distant invader. But today, our fight is against a deadly virus. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have had more than 71,000 positive cases. We have also lost more than 1,200 lives. I take this opportunity to salute our frontline healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, volunteers, community leaders, religious leaders, police personnel, municipal workers, political representatives, and district administration teams who selflessly risk their lives every day to serve others in need. To those who have suffered and lost their near and dear ones, I would like to extend my sincere condolences. Most importantly, we need to increase vaccination coverage. The state opened up to COVID-19 vaccination for people over 18 years and above from the 14th of May 2021. COVID Shield vaccine is being administered free of cost in the government vaccination centers. Despite the understanding that COVID-19 vaccination is crucial for protection against severe disease and death, the progress of COVID-19 vaccination in the state is sadly unsatisfactory. As on date, 47% of eligible individuals have taken at least their first dose. There is considerable vaccine hesitancy in the state, especially in the rural areas, largely due to misinformation. The state government has decided to award the first 100 villages which achieve full vaccination coverage of eligible population by the 31st of August 2021. An amount of rupees 5 lakhs will be given to every such village for carrying out development work. Friends, since the outbreak of COVID-19 in early 2020, the state government has upgraded the infrastructure of several health facilities. The number of beds has been increased. Oxygen facilities have also been set up in district hospitals and community health centers in view of the importance of medical oxygen for management of COVID-19 patients. Medical gas pipelines and PSA oxygen generation plants have been installed at various hospitals. A cryogenic oxygen plant is now operational at Unsauli, East Khasi Hills, and another is ready to be inaugurated at Jengjal, West Karo Hills. Fortunately, we did not face any severe shortage of oxygen during the peak period of the second wave. In higher and technical education, the Shillong College of Engineering, College of Architecture and Urban Planning, Tura, the Captain Williamson Sangma Technical University, the Patharkama Model Degree College, and the Rongjeng Model Degree College are near completion and will be operationalized soon. I'm optimistic that all of these efforts shall lead to comprehensive improvement in the education sector. Dear citizens, since the MDA government came to power, we have been prioritizing development, and I am confident and proud to say that this government is living up to its promises on the delivery of developmental services. We have set for ourselves a very ambitious target of transforming Meghalaya into one of the top 10 Indian states in terms of per capita income and achievement of sustainable development goals within the next 10 years. In my last Independence Day speech, I launched the Restart Meghalaya mission, promising an investment of rupees 14,515 crores in various critical sectors. I am happy to report that many of these investments are being done, and some of these investments are already showing results. In water supply, we have a very ambitious vision of providing functional tap connections to 5.9 lakh households in the state by the end of 2022. Of these, we have already completed 1.33 lakhs, which is over 25% of the target. This aggressive implementation of the Jal Jeevan Mission is transforming the lives of the people. For instance, in Rikhen village in Mairang block, West Khasi Hills, women and children have been freed from the drudgery of fetching water from far away springs, thanks to the functional household tap connections provided in all the 145 households. We want to bring such transformation and comfort to our women and children across the rural areas of the state. We are also implementing large water supply schemes in Shillong, Tura, Nongstoin, and Bakmara. Recently, the Greater Sora Water Supply Scheme, constructed with an investment of rupees 24 crores, was inaugurated. Friends, the availability of quality and reliable power supply is crucial for all, including farmers, small businesses, and large industries. Unfortunately, the sector has faced persistent challenges on account of the financial liabilities that had accumulated over the last 10 years. These liabilities have been crippling the entire sector. My government had to take the bold step of availing a loan of rupees 1,345 crores under the Government of India's Atmanirbhar scheme to clear all the pending liabilities. Continuing on the theme of infrastructure, I would like to emphasize on border infrastructure. We share a border of 444.8 kilometers with Bangladesh. Increasing border trade could give a boost to the economies of our border villages. I believe that Bangladesh offers huge potential for economic cooperation in the sectors of agriculture and tourism. This year, 3 border huts were inaugurated at Bolaganj and Rinku in East Khasi Hills and Nalikata in Southwest Khasi Hills, and the construction of another 3 huts is underway. Friends, another primary sector activity that is particularly important for our women farmers is weaving and sericulture. The government is supporting the Eri and Muga weavers in adopting scientific methods. The process of obtaining the geographical indication for Meghalaya's unique Eri, the Rindia Peace Silk, is under process. In addition to easing the access to credit, the government has facilitated an effective cash transfer of about 14,500 to all the registered rural households in the state under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. The state spent 1,370 crores on the scheme in 2020-21. Several successful models of community project implementation and asset creation have emerged under the program. For instance, the Luang village, Morangkaneng block, East Khasi Hills, a project was undertaken to construct a check dam to preserve water resources and indigenous fish species. The area, once used as a dumping ground, is now transformed into a huge water resource, which has helped in revival of indigenous fish population and enabled construction of irrigation channels for farmers. This is a classic example of how Meghalaya is achieving the objective of rural wage employment while simultaneously building infrastructure to improve the quality of the life of the people. I take this opportunity to congratulate the Community and Rural Development team, including all our block development officers and grassroots staff, for consistently making Meghalaya one of the best performers in the country under the MGNREGS program over the last 3 years. The third priority group of this government, alongside women and farmers, is the youth of the state. In our state, 85% of the population is under 45 years of age. 74% is under 35 years, and 59% is under 25 years of age. This large proportion of the young population, if provided the right opportunities, could become the key agents of social change, economic development, and technology and technological innovation. Taking due cognizance of this, the state youth policy was approved recently. It lays out a detailed framework for engaging and empowering the 12 lakh young people of the state in the age group of 15 to 29 years. Another area of importance for youth is sports. And in the last few weeks, we witnessed the youth of the country put up their best ever performance at the Tokyo Olympics. I would like to take this opportunity and congratulate all our medal winners whose performances have made us all proud. I am also, however, saddened for not having any athlete from our state on the National Olympic squad. I am determined that we should at least have a few of our athletes on the Paris Olympic squad in 2024. Today, I make a commitment to our athletes and the sports associations that the government will do everything possible to achieve this dream. A fundamental concern for the youth is employment. The youth unemployment rate in urban areas in Meghalaya at 23.1% is higher than the national rate of 20.02%, while the rural rate of 8.9% is much lower than the national rate of 17.3%. We are focusing on skill development and entrepreneurship promotion to deal with the challenges of unemployment. I also believe that skilling should start early in a person's life. Accordingly, we will expand the existing vocational education program and are launching a unique program called Meghalaya One Skill, One Talent. Under this program, 50,000 mid-adolescents in the age group of 14 to 18 will be trained for 10 to 15 hours in their chosen skill and their chosen talent. I believe this program will provide a strong foundation for our youth development, enabling our children to discover themselves and to choose their life paths better. Friends, the tourism sector has been the lifeline for thousands of our citizens and has played an instrumental role in putting Meghalaya on the world map. Globally, the sector has been under tremendous stress, and stakeholders have suffered because of the ongoing pandemic. To partially mitigate the distress of the hotel industry, the government has been using many hotels for providing accommodation to the frontline workers and as quarantine centers. Till now, rupees 24 crores has been released to such hotels, and this has prevented job losses for those engaged in the sector. Dear citizens, all the developmental efforts of the government rely on the foundations of peace, law and order, and good governance. This year, the overall law and order situation in the state was by and large peaceful. Various festivals and national days were celebrated peacefully, following the health protocols. Elections of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council were successfully conducted in April 2021. The interstate boundary with Assam has been a long pending issue. Meghalaya shares 884 kilometers boundary with Assam. There are 12 areas of differences between the two states that need to be resolved. Both state governments are keen to discuss and bring about a long-lasting solution. To take this forward, I held 2 meetings with the Chief Minister of Assam. We decided to take up 6 out of the 12 areas of differences in the first phase, and the remaining 6 areas in the next phase. Joint committees headed by a cabinet minister from Meghalaya and Assam will conduct inspection of the 6 areas of the first phase, namely Tarabari, Gizang, Ahim in West Khasi Hills, Boklapara and Khanapara, Ilankata in Riboy, and Vatachera in East Jayante Hills. The state government is committed to finding an amicable solution to the boundary dispute with Assam. Law and order situation along the Assam-Meghalaya interstate border is normal, except for a few incidents which have been addressed immediately. Friends, I would like to once again appeal to all of you to follow the COVID-19 protocols and get vaccinated. I would like to reaffirm that vaccines work and are effective against preventing the spread and reducing the fatality associated with COVID-19. Data from Meghalaya itself validates this. Almost 92% of the people who lost their lives over the last 4 months were unvaccinated. These unfortunate casualties could have been avoided had they received vaccination on time. With our collective efforts, I am hopeful that we can overcome the pandemic in the coming months. Friends, the year 2022 is of great significance for the state as we celebrate the Golden Jubilee of statehood. I have requested the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for the grand celebration, and that we plan to organize at Shillong on the 21st of January 2022. And I have invited him to be the chief guest of that function. As we move towards that milestone, my government and I are committed to lead Meghalaya and its 38 lakh citizens into a better future. A future that everyone, where everyone has the opportunities for individual fulfillment and to contribute to the common good.
Celebrating the 75th Independence Day of India at home, celebrations for the Independence Day was hosted by the Governor of Meghalaya, Shri Satyapal Malik, today at Raj Bhavan. A cultural program featuring songs and dances was organized by the Department of Arts and Culture, Meghalaya, in collaboration with ICCR.
Presenting to you Kong Silvi Pasar Group.
हमारे देश के बेटों ने अपनी जान हथेली पर रखकर देश को आज़ाद कराने में एक अहम भूमिका निभाई, तो हम उन देशभक्तों को याद करते हैं इन देशभक्ति गीतों के द्वारा। सभी से अनुरोध रहेगा, एक बार भारत माता की जय घोष जरूर करें। बोलिए भारत माता की। को झपका लेना, उनकी यादों के पत्थर पर दो आंसू टपका लेना। मेरा एक और रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर आपको कोई लाइन अच्छी लगे तो आप मेरा तालियां बजा के हौसला बढ़ा सकते हैं। और लिखा है, क्या ये देश उन्हीं का है जो सरहद पर मर जाते हैं, अपना लहू बहाकर देश का सीना चौड़ा कर जाते हैं। क्या अन्य भारतवासियों का कोई फर्ज नहीं बनता? कैसे देश आजाद हुआ, एक कहानी पेश कर रही है। उन वीर शहीदों को शत शत प्रणाम करो, उनकी कुर्बानी को दिल खोल सलाम करो। रख जान हथेली पर जिन्होंने लड़ी लड़ाई है, लाखों बलिदान हुए जब अपने भारत में आजादी आई है। चलेंगे। उन अमर शहीदों को शत शत प्रणाम करो, उनकी कुर्बानी को दिल खोल सलाम करो। रख जान हथेली पर जिन्होंने लड़ी लड़ाई है, लाखों बलिदान हुए जब अपने भारत में आजादी आई है। उन शहीदों को शत शत प्रणाम करो, उनकी कुर्बानी को दिल खोल सलाम करो।
Various central and state offices in the state unfurled the national tricolour today, celebrating the 75th Independence Day. Here are the glimpses of few offices. The other districts of the state also celebrated Independence Day. Bante Dorlindo, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Department, unfurled the national flag at Tura. In West Khasi Hills, Home Minister Lokman Zumbui unfurled the tricolour. Sneo Bhalangdhal unfurled the national flag and took the Rashtriya salute in Jawai.
On this day, we remember and recollect with gratitude the immense contribution made by the great sons and daughters of India like Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and many others who provided the leaderships that led to the birth of the world's largest democracy. We also recollect with pride the sacrifice of patriots of our own state. Utirot Singhs, Ukyang Nongba, Patogan, Sangma. Today the country is free because of their immense sacrifice. And as we commemorate our freedom fighters, let us imbibe the spirit by rededicating ourselves to the service of our state and our nation. We also acknowledge the selfless service and sacrifice of all medical, frontline and COVID-19 warriors and pay tribute to thousands of people who have lost their life. Let us remind ourselves that Independence Day is a day when we rededicate ourselves to work for the betterment of our motherland.
We take a award of recognition for promoting organic tea cultivation and lighting of promotion is conferred upon him today. We have another certificate of been tested COVID positive and provided them with possible help and service to enhance their PhD. The PhD
ya baro pinang trade yang kapag ki ya baro ki frontline worker ya baro ikagit management committee language no ya baro pinang trade months na ba ki balayara kumno pag elektrosya ya kanagat na COVID ha kanagarusan sa sisindihan nga kang tujo ya ipagpa ng Sosnong Jong Congress kasi na mga di-IT ka na kanikas district ka danguna nga kang tuyo di toyadahay na di toyadahay yung kulit di toyadahay yung hingasan toyadahay yung sinong matahal ka ay pandet ya hok di ya kapakal ya katunan sa sisindihan nga ay kulay di sila yung rasut lakmen ya pi barok kubleshbu mitala ye
về trong hãy đưa tu nông kề gì
State Cabinet menjuru ia ke State Youth Policy 11 Saindur Janai dan Perkubor yang ikaar lakmut di sama hakajela. Kaji sengkam lejong bat keciktiu yang kesap di sama. Kadai kawai neki thong hak rahmat jong ke polisi. Daknat level lembaga Directorate of Employment and Craftsman Training rasim kaji iklip dan kentiu yang kesap kekam dan peni jam bat ka ajing kai ya khatsau haja news pak live Ngut Isanga, Nadu Kasem Arja Katra, Adu Uder Arhajat Akway, Hapok PMKBY. Ratnat Kamaru, Yakikera Ajingkai, Rakipor, Juki IKI, Kapikela, Kanabat Perkubor Isanga, Takum Kajia Kapor.
Umat langit hijau, Bandiala Kari, Rikasi Bani Jonghi. Bala berku nadu kilong shua tunda kamkan paikan pra kum kawat bentangin yang syabon yang turkan sane lagi leban maki tekirai ale karang sunjang Trong ta bàn trong ban xa Mari pandu luto sendok ripoi Pas om hai so sarong Chano chili te Kari sesu kat batung babe Hazeki tu Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
Jing so kash lai kerha Ondan ka thok me ka syukur Ondan ka tu akhir Ngadang laso ka nyukon Jing shisha ka longsi Kadang mikisi por Kadang terteringan syai Nong rim ka hok las dan saklor Jin shisha ka ring swai Ubay usdang plet yu nong thao Ay shu salya Hao jing sarong unang so hao Jing so hao ten be